Power on. You are now plugged in.
Hey, power on. We plugged back in, baby. Thank you. Wow. I didn't even have to tell them. Yay, we're so happy to be back. We're so happy to have our first guest back. I'm so happy to see all of you beautiful people, corona free.
We all survived.
It's hot as hell. It's 100 degrees in Binghamton, New York today, but we're going to be okay. All right, so we got a special guest in the building. Let's get straight to it. Drum roll. All right, introduce yourselves. Who are you? What do you do? And where are you from?
Okay, so I'm Lindsey. I also go by Lindsey Karani, I guess. And I do so many things. I'm an entrepreneur and I teach yoga and meditation, and I'm a women's mentor, and we recently opened our own yoga business, so we're psyched about that.
Okay, wait.
Oh, I'm from Binghamton. Well, I'm from Newark Valley, actually.
Okay, wait, hold on. Go back to the list of the things that you're doing. So you're an entrepreneur,
Yes.
women's
Mentor.
yoga teacher. Did I miss anything?
Meditation.
Like wellness in general.
Yeah,
Just
wellness.
a whole wellness.
Health
What do you
and
call
wealth.
this? Health and wellness. Influencer personality person. No, not an influencer, huh? Just a counselor. Health and wellness
just like
counselor.
yeah.
That's what we're gonna call her.
Counselor.
A health and wellness counselor, but she's an entrepreneur as well. Don't get it messed up.
We can say mentor instead of counselor, I think.
Okay, mentor, yeah.
Mentor?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I just say I'm an entrepreneur. I do all types of contracting work, I guess. Entrepreneur and contractor.
Contracting, so you can fix houses.
Yeah. And
Oh,
the
plug us
basic
in,
stuff.
plug us in. We need that.
And what are you about
We
to
need
do?
the sales.
I have my real estate license on the way as soon as everything opens up.
Real estate. I wanted to get into real estate.
We can do it
Good for
together.
you. No,
We're always looking to build a team.
It's so hot, guys. I'm so sorry you're gonna see me.
We're
doing
all
this
sweating.
tomorrow.
We're all
It's
sweating so bad.
I'm so glad we took pictures before.
All right, thank you. Exactly. Okay.
It's so hot.
So, I'm losing my train of thought over the heat. Okay, so I'm really happy to have you guys here.
Thank you for having us.
I want to talk about the space that you guys opened up.
Cool.
So tell us the name of it.
It's called The Collective, a
The
space
Collective.
for growth.
The Collective, comma, a space for growth.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I like
you got
that
it.
shit. So are you guys gonna come up with the what's it called with the letters? You know, like
An
YOLO.
acronym.
Yeah, acronym. Right.
Yeah.
You guys didn't come up with one of those? Like,
We didn't yet, but we're open to suggestions.
I like saying it like a collective.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that-
long.
Yeah, a space for growth. And what do
Yeah,
you?
it's super
So
long.
it's just yoga that happens there.
For now.
For now, what is the plans?
Well, we do yoga there. I did a couple new moon workshops or full moon workshops. Just
What
new
is
moon
that?
workshops. Just basically a workshop centered around the cycles of the moon. There's various stages. The most popular, I would say, are the new moon and the full moon. The full moon is like a really good time to release old habits and just kind of like let go. And each full moon and new moon are like in a various signs, so you can look up the signs and the meanings of that. And then the new moons are a good time to like set intentions and manifest.
You know,
great,
someone
amazing
told me
shit.
that. Someone was like, "Oh, the milk moon was the other day. Did you clean your house?" And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "I did have to clean this morning, but what are you talking about?" Like, so what's the milk moon? Is that a real thing? We don't know. They
I
lied.
think it's a real thing. There's different names for each full moon in the year. So
Yeah, but
those
if
are, like,
you've
in the
never heard of the
Farmer's
milk
Almanac,
moon,
and-
we're gonna say that it just.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not an astrology professional. I gotta say. So
say.
it's a hobby of mine. I'm fascinated, but I'm not the
Cool.
most knowledgeable astrology.
Cool.
person.
And so you're into yoga as well.
Yeah.
And can I ask on camera? Are you two dating? Is this a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are. They're dating. It's a couple. This is a power couple happening. Okay, so you do yoga too with your girlfriend, and you guys meditate together and everything.
Yeah.
Is it the best
Yeah.
life ever? Yeah.
It's
Say it
a
again.
work in process.
It's a work in process. I mean,
Aw.
like it's amazing though. I love
It's
it.
definitely fun. And
I'm so grateful.
it's
Aw.
easier when you have someone else like on the same path as you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, you found a man that does yoga.
I didn't do yoga. but
Oh,
I
she
started
put you
dating.
on, right?
Yeah.
Smart
I
man, smart
like
man,
it.
He's more
right.
flexible than me though, which doesn't have anything to do with yoga, but he's so flexible. nuts.
So can you teach us about flexibility? Like, because I'm not
You
flexible
just gotta
at all,
like
so
stretch
you gotta,
every day.
But you can get better. You don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
be
yeah.
flexible from birth. You can get
Yeah,
better.
and that's why yoga's good.
Well, I
People
think
always
you-
are like, "Oh, I can't do yoga. I'm not flexible," and it's like, well, where are you gonna start then?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
You
what
just
are
get,
you
like-
just gonna not be flexible?
You just
Like, yeah,
like-
that's
I'm
weird.
one of those
But
people.
so, but so,
Yeah,
so,
okay,
so
yeah.
many people,
Oh,
so many
I'm
people
super
say that
opposite.
though. So many people say
I
that, and
think
it's like,
I'd say you're flexible from birth, and then you stiffen up over time.
Yeah, that's probably how
Yeah.
it is.
Huh. I
The
wonder
older
how I
you
got
get,
stiff.
it's
Yeah.
like-
He said, damn, how did I
All right,
stiffen up?
question. I got a question for Trey and you too, because I haven't seen like I know Trey from high school, and y'all have been like Trey been. I feel like Trey been like this like nomad. Like you just feel like you always been in like a different country for the past year. Like, was this all part of the plan? Is there like almost like conquer the world and then come back?
Honestly,
start
there
this?
wasn't really like a plan at all.
Gotcha.
So the
I
plan
love it.
was for me just to stay in Binghamton and start my own like kind of entrepreneur business stuff here while she
Yeah.
was in China.
Yeah.
And then I got the opportunity to go teach there, so I was like, why not go live there also? So,
Okay.
So that's what's
Then-
happening?
yeah. So then
yeah, we were
just
living in
allowed
China
to
together.
travel after we started living and working in China.
Gotcha. That was China the whole time.
We were living. That's where we were
For the
living.
most part, I think.
How
But-
long were you guys living in China?
For like 2.5 years.
No, I think a year and a half.
Well, you. Oh, yeah.
Either
it was a
way.
year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang. No one was invited to come hang?
People were invited. Nobody came.
Yeah.
I feel like if my friend was in China, like, girl, I'm coming to China. Were you guys there during all this Corona stuff?
No, we
No,
came
we
back
came
last
back,
June,
like-
which was like
Oh,
so
okay, good.
Perfect time.
perfect. Yeah.
Right.
So amazing.
Cool.
It'd have been mad
So
shit
sad,
down
though.
How do you guys feel about all this Corona stuff? Like, what's your take on it all? Go ahead, give it to me. Give it to me.
We don't really believe that it's like
Okay.
as big
As
it
they're making it seem,
sounds,
right?
But like, it's definitely a big thing. People are dying,
Right.
and things like that. People are getting sick, and
Right.
it lasts a while.
What do you-
Right.
What do you believe? Because you're like trying to hold
Right,
it.
right. Yeah, let it out. Give it to me.
It sounds like Trey gave the PG version.
Right.
What's the-
They
what's-
gave
what's-
each other a
what's-
look like, we gonna go
what's-
here or we not? Like, yes,
Right,
that's
what's
why I
the-
asked. Let's go here. I
What's
wouldn't
the
ask
Lindsey
somebody.
version? What's
Right.
the Lindsey
I
version?
mean,
What's happening?
he's got it right. I believe pretty much the same. It's really sad. It's affecting a lot of people, but just like do your own research. Like, there's other things that are going on that aren't this.
Right.
So,
I remember we had one show like right before it like everything like shut down, and I remember saying like I felt like a lot of like politicians are like on both sides, they're both like trying to like use it as to like one up the next person.
Of
Like at one
course.
time it's like, yo, the numbers are so large, but that's because the other side is not protecting you.
Right.
Yeah.
Then one week will be like, oh, the numbers are so low because we're protecting you.
Right.
And it's just like, yo, you really don't know because it's both sides doing it.
it's just like we don't need to have sides. Like
Yeah.
that's like part of the thing that we're trying to
It's like
bring
humans
is
are
like
dying.
the collective. Like
Right.
we're together. We're like
Yeah.
we don't have to be all these different like identifiers.
Right. We don't
We're
have
just
to be
all human. We're trying to
Republican,
live.
right.
We're trying to have a great life. Like let's all do it together and have fun.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's not like on the news, it's not like, yo, oh, 700 Democrats died. It's humans are
Yeah,
dying.
yeah.
Like, and that's what it really should
Definitely.
be.
Right.
It's just always about like you versus me, us versus them,
Right.
like politics,
Yeah.
race.
I don't know. This all gives me the
Everything.
heebie-jeebies. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, it makes me feel sick. I
my
try to
mom's
just not look
gonna
at
yell
the
us
news.
because we're not
and
wearing masks.
we literally pulled up and Trey was like, "Oh shit, we
Technically,
need masks," and I was
I'm
like, "I'm not
prepared.
wearing a mask. I'm sorry, but."
I'm prepared.
Zay
just
is
for
the only one who even
Technically-
pulled up today with a mask. Everybody else
But that
like,
was
man,
because I
fuck it.
talked to the Uber here, so I was like,
Right.
I'll
Yeah,
take
the
I'll
Uber
wear a
is
mask.
like-
Kind of have.
Yeah, I'll wear a mask
Right.
for Uber just because you don't know who
I mean,
I'm
but
in.
I'm not an expert, so do your own research, make your own decisions, and
Right.
let other people make their own.
Right, yeah. Plugged In is an unbiased platform. Okay. It's an unbiased
They got to
platform.
become part of the drinking game.
Exactly, period.
How many drink every
Period.
time Rocky says
So,
plug in the
I want to
unbiased
ask
platform.
both of you a question.
Yeah.
Okay? How would you guys describe yourself? I'm going to start with Trey first. How would you describe yourself?
I describe myself as
Because you guys are very unique. That's why I'm asking.
yeah, very unique. I think everyone is unique, but I don't know. I always call myself one of a kind, but I would just say myself as like laid back, caring, genuine, and like well balanced. I think.
Wow. Okay. Now you.
I really don't love talking about myself, so this is a fun challenge.
Yeah.
feel like it's so hard to describe myself because I feel like I can wake up every day and just be like who I want to be and be different.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm like adaptable and flexible, and I've changed a lot over time too, so that makes it hard. Like I just feel like wow, like looking at myself years ago, whoa. But dependable, on time, which I never used to be.
Punctual.
Yeah. And just different, just like not settling for.
Okay.
normal.
So, are either one of you guys vegan?
We're both like plant based.
Yeah.
Really?
Which means we like majority plants, but like we had
try to
nerd cheese.
be, like-
We did have nerd cheese yesterday, but that usually we don't.
Wow, I'm so inspired. See, but that's more realistic, you know?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like coming to labels, like we just
Right.
just like eat what makes you feel good.
Right.
And then when you
Thank you.
eat something that makes you feel good, just like, oh, it's gonna make me not feel so good, but
Right.
I like it anyway.
Yeah.
Right, I like it anyway. Period. I don't care. I don't need the label. I like it. So, but what are the but first of all, I was expecting you guys to say different things, right? I had for you, you're giving me Zen vibes. You're giving me peaceful, are you spiritual, would you say?
Yes.
Okay, so
Very.
now let's get into it.
Okay.
What do we have to do to get to our spiritual highest self? To get to our best self in that realm, you know what I mean? Because I like to think I'm spiritual, but I just started meditating. Zay, are you proud of me?
Yeah.
We're all proud of you. We're all proud of you. That's amazing.
I just
our last conversation
started.
in person
Yep.
was about she was asking me oh, what do you do to meditate? Like, what
I
tips?
just started
And I never tell
meditating
him.
finally on a daily basis, and it actually is really helpful, so I'm really happy, and I'm really happy to have you here. But so tell us, what do we have to do for the people watching?
Okay. The first thing that pops into my head when you say, what do we have to do to get to our highest spiritual self? I'm coming to terms with this answer still, but it's a never-ending thing. There's no destination.
Yeah.
It's just a constant kind of
It never ends.
understanding, understanding, knowing yourself, being aware of other people.
Pause. The understanding and the inner standing. Let's get into that. How does that happen? What's the inner standing?
Man, there's so many pieces to it. And I'm definitely still growing and learning all the time. I'm in no means an expert, but I would say one of the first things that helped me to understand myself more is noticing where I'm triggered with other people. Mm-hmm. And I was going to say something else, but I forgot it. You got something that I can think?
I think asking questions, just slowing down, it helps you slow down. So if you're in a situation, right now, why are we here? Just ask a question, why do you, you can slow it down just by being conscious and aware of something.
Right.
And this process starts with asking a question.
Right. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot. I feel like that's a lot of barriers for a lot of people. They never want to seem stupid or not on the know. Mm-hmm. So there's plenty of times where you'll see something on social media and people will just be yo, oh, I don't know nothing about this, but I'm gonna just act like I did. It's yo, just ask, and someone hopefully that person is receptive of it and be yo, this is what we're talking about, or even this is how it goes, or even in school, act, no, that I remember some teachers be there's no dumb question, just ask any question.
But so on the other side of that, people have to be, I saw you talking about this on your live the other day, people have to be more open and giving with their knowledge and their resources anyway. Yeah. Because that's why people start acting all stubborn they don't want to ask questions, because people be acting all bougie.
Yeah.
Simple stuff on Facebook, somebody say, oh, just got a new job. Somebody be oh, where at? Oh,
I'm a DM you.
Yeah. Inbox me, it's
I get it, not wanting to know people's business, but
yeah, but it's just come on, but that's just an example. Oh, your shirt's cute. Where'd you get it? It's oh, no comment back now. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I never understood that.
So I just feel
I was never big into fashion. So if you to be honest, if someone asked me for a link, I felt mad honored. Oh shoot, something people actually like what I like, because I'm really just real. I go comfort with everything.
But I just
Yeah.
mean like people have to be more giving
Yeah.
with this stuff, as you were saying. So like, can you give the audience some of that live that you had going on? That was good. That fed my soul.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's about abundance. You know what I'm saying? You put out. What is it? What's the saying?
You get what you put out.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
So, yeah, I don't know. I basically was just saying, like, I notice a lot of people, I don't know, you have, like, certain desires or certain things you want, and, like, because you don't have them, quote unquote, you kind of, like, are a little bit judgmental, a little bit, like, aggressive or passive aggressive toward, like, people who have them. Or, like, if you have something, you're, like, holding on to it for dear freaking life because you're scared to lose it. And it's, like, if you just, like, take a breath and I always sound so crazy. I feel like I sound crazy when I say this, but just take a breath and just be like, I'm fucking abundant and amazing, and, like, I deserve all the good things in life. Like,
That's it.
you don't have to hold on to everything so tight, because life, I believe, is just, like, and I think bad things happen, and, like, that's shitty, but I think most of all, like, the world's gonna spin regardless of how you act about it, so why wouldn't you just act positive and be happy about it? And,
Right,
like,
because bad things are going to happen regardless.
even if you don't believe good things are gonna happen from it, why wouldn't you just want to be more positive and, like, share that wealth
Even
with
though
people?
it is. Law of attraction is real, guys.
Yeah, I know.
Manifestation is real as hell. Like, it's
It
serious.
really is, like,
really is.
and you don't know it till you experience it, and you'll always knock it until you try it, like, so that's why on my live the other day, I was like, try just, like, being positive for 1 hour, or, you know what I mean, like, one day, like, just, like, give it a try, and if you don't want to give it a try, like, then, cool, keep doing what you're doing, and
Yeah.
I hope it's working.
Right.
Like Russell Westbrook always says, "Why not?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Why not try something?
Right.
Like, what's the worst that can really happen?"
Just, like, if has what you've been doing work, is
That
it
might be
working
the name
or
of
not?
the episode. Why not? Might be.
It's funny because, like, I remember, like, growing up, I realized, like, that, like, positive thinking worked because I saw how much negative thinking worked in my life.
Right.
Like, I used to always think negative
Right.
and be like, oh, I'm not good, oh, I'm stupid, oh, I'm bad, I'm a knucklehead, I'm hard-headed, all these things, and that's exactly what my life was
Speaking into
giving me.
existence, yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yo, if I have this much power over all this negative thing stuff, like even like a trip, like say I'm going on, like I play basketball, do AAU, I'll be like, oh, there's a trip Saturday. I'm probably not gonna go. Something's gonna happen. And sure as hell, Thursday will come. Something will happen, but yeah, you can't go. I'm like, dang. I'm like, and then I wonder why I didn't go to that tournament or I didn't go to get that grade. And then I'm like, yo, how about I try it the other way?
Right.
Let me think this positive. And I think I made a big 180 because now I think people look at me as like positive or energy, and it's like
Absolutely.
I never was like growing up. I always think about like middle school was a real like turning point for me.
Yeah.
Because after then, I feel like I became like the Zaya that everyone knows now. But if you knew me from like elementary, it was total opposite. So definitely positive. Like, it works both ways.
In high school, I'm totally different.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I think we're all a little different nowadays.
Yeah, and as you should. Like I feel like a lot of
Right.
people.
If you're not different,
were-
there's a problem. That's the problem with a lot of people.
Or, I
They
feel like
different.
a lot of people are like the exact same.
The
like,
same. It's
I
an
know,
issue.
I know Trey. Like you can think of some people that ran in our circle. It's like, oh, you still do
Yo,
the
Trey's
same exact
completely
thing.
different. You're like, I didn't even know you like that back then, but you're just like cool now. You're just like mad cool. And then where'd you come from? I didn't know you're from Binghamton. I've never.
Oh
have
yeah,
you seen
I
me
went to
before?
Seton.
Oh,
That I meant to say that. I meant to say that when you asked about the spiritual shit, because I grew up Catholic and.
so how do you?
No,
okay,
no.
can we get into that? Yeah, can we get into that? How do you feel about religion versus the spirit?
I feel like just, again, when it comes to, like, literally, this applies to anything, like, health, religion, politics, whatever, like, do what makes you feel best and just, like, keep an awareness of it. So if you feel really good going to church and, like, you feel like that's, like, your best, highest self and you're feeling fulfilled by that,
Then
then
that's
do
your
that.
thing.
But
Yeah.
explore other religions if you don't feel that. And, I don't know, I grew up Catholic and it just really didn't resonate with me.
Yeah.
I just didn't enjoy it. My mom made us go to church until we were 16, and then we had the choice, so I stopped going, but I still had to go for holidays. And then when I was like 21 or 22, somewhere around there, I just was like, I can't go. Like, I'm not going for holidays. I'm not going at all. Like, it makes me so uncomfortable, and
Did you and
I'm
your
not
family
doing
like
it.
have conflict because of that?
My mom was definitely upset, and she was still Catholic at the time, I'm pretty sure, but she's no, maybe she wasn't. I don't
She's
know.
not
She's
anymore
changed.
either?
She was Catholic, but now she just, like, goes to a non-denominational church, and she's like
Cool.
religious, and she likes that. But
Was it a moment that made you like turn towards spiritual, or was it just a gradual like? Thing for
I
you?
definitely feel like it was sort of a moment when I got like the confidence to speak up for myself and what I wanted.
Gotcha.
But I like really didn't like religion from like
From birth.
as young
Yeah,
as I can
yeah.
remember, like, and especially like going to a Catholic school, being surrounded by like Catholic really rich people was not fun.
I could imagine.
Right. I
It's
cannot imagine.
It was rough.
Right,
I was like
can't.
from Newark Valley, like I like had horses, I lived on a farm, like I did not fit in, and I tried to make myself fit in, and then
Right. And that's when you get lost.
that's
in
when
the
I just
sauce.
started, yeah.
It's crazy
That's-
because
that
usually
is-
like I see it so much times like when like people grow up and it's like not like forced down your throat, but like when it's just like you're so surrounded by it. Like I see it so many times like around like 21 or whenever you have that like confidence to speak up.
Yeah.
People not shun it, but like just go on a path that they like probably was secretly wanting to go down anyways.
Yeah.
So now, sorry, go ahead.
I think I shared something or you shared something on Facebook, and I was talking about just like making like your younger self happy.
Yeah, you shared it.
Okay,
That
I'll
was
share.
you.
Okay,
Yeah, it was like
yeah,
something
okay.
about your spiritual journey is really just about getting back to like what feels good
Yeah.
from childhood.
Yeah, and that's literally how like
I saw
like,
that.
that was the big.
And I was
think
sitting there
that was-
thinking, like, now I wonder if that's so with me.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. I'd be everywhere. My
They
head.
always say like children are the most like
Purest things.
Yeah, period. So I just
intuitive.
Yep.
I just
Sure
think
is.
through like well-meaning environment, mostly I think well-meaning. Maybe some environments weren't good, but like your mentors, your teachers, your family are like
So important.
just like they're doing their best. But
Yeah.
like I just had a little bit of a moment when I like got to be an adult and I was like, wait a minute, nobody else knows what the fuck they're doing here, and they were
Right.
trying to tell me like this is this and this is this, and like no, it's not.
So I saw you post. I've been stalking you because when
Thank
I
you, I
book guests,
appreciate it.
yeah, when I book guests for the show, I stalk them so I can see what's happening.
Right.
And I saw you had this whole long post about like your journey after college and everything. So can you like explain that if you don't mind sharing?
I don't mind sharing. I'm here to share. The post basically I went to Catholic school, begged my mom not to go. She still paid the money and made me go. And then I actually wanted to go away for school really bad, but out-of-state tuition was out of my budget, and so I went to BU, and I was like, I don't know, I didn't. It was hard. I was like pretty smart in high school, and it was like a lot of work, and I didn't feel prepared for it, and I just felt like I wasn't interested in it. Like it just wasn't fulfilling me, and
Was it
I just
college
knew it
or
was
was
like
it your major in general.
both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah, I think both. Like I had friends and like I partied and I had fun and stuff, but it just like I just was like this doesn't feel right. This isn't really what I want to be doing. But it was like never an option for me not to get my degree really. Like
Right.
so I graduated a year early, took summer classes and winter classes. Just was like, get me this fucking piece of paper so I can get out of here.
Get
like
outta here,
I'm not
right.
having fun. I don't like this. I want to make some money. So I graduated. Worked for the same place that I worked part-time in college. It was a financial advisory firm locally. And I don't know, I made good money, but I just wasn't, like, I was just like, is
soul
this
wasn't
it?
happy,
Like, is
yeah.
this, like, why did someone, like, why were we, like, led down this path?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
why is this, like, the culmination of your
Right.
life? Like,
Right.
what degree you're gonna get, what job you're gonna get, like.
And then you just do it for 60 years and die.
Yeah, like
Right.
I was like, I was there for like 2 weeks or something, and I was like, there's no fucking way I'm doing this for 40 years.
Right.
Like,
And that's how
40 years, no way. And like,
Right.
I switched jobs after that. I got let go because there was no more need for my work. Like I never had any work, so I would just like go and sit in the desk for like 8 hours and get paid for it. But
Right.
then I went to BCC just to play soccer for fun, and we won the national championship.
Wait, so you actually attended BCC to play soccer?
After I had my bachelor's degree.
I'm crying.
But I was
That's
like,
so
I want to learn about business, so I took a bunch of classes and I failed them all, and I just won the championship. So,
This is the funniest story ever. I'm not gonna lie.
so then I got another job at the Metro Center downtown, and it was pretty good. I had a good coworker. It was nice. I feel like coworkers make all the difference if you
Hell
have a
yeah.
job. Like if you have good coworkers, and that makes like the time better.
Uh-huh.
But I just wasn't fulfilled still, so then I saved up and I moved to China.
That was just it? Like,
That was it?
Wait. We skipped some
I-
steps. You went from like,
where's the
co-workers are
rest?
amazing to
Right.
a move
I
to
started
China.
there in January, and then like I just like I
That's like
wasn't
a year,
happy
right?
still. Like I was still
And
like.
if you don't mind me asking, how much do you have to save up to move to China for crying out loud? If you
Okay.
don't mind me asking.
No, I'll tell that. So
Well,
I
we
started
should
this
tell-
job in January. I met Trey in January also.
Yes.
And
I feel like it was a lot easier to like save up.
yeah,
and, like,
Trey was a big help.
go.
Look, he's
to
like, I
China.
feel like it was easier.
Yeah.
Because it was me in
He was
January.
really-
Remember, you're
really,
leaving
like,
out the
me,
part
but,
where you
like,
met
we
me.
have two people
No, but he
and
was especially
Yes.
helpful because like even a couple weeks and like a week before, I was like, I don't want to go. Like I'm not going to China. I'm staying here. I'm terrified. I'm not going. And he was like, just go. It'll be fine. Like, just go. So, yeah. So I started that job in January. I had known about the China opportunity from the previous summer,
Uh-huh.
but I was like, I'm not ready to go. So I moved home to my dad's house.
Mhm.
Had to pay rent there a little bit, not like I would
Yeah.
out, but a little bit. And I was able to save up there. And I just decided, like, in the summer of 2017, I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to move to China. Like, I don't know. I need something else. I want to travel. I always wanted to travel. I wanted to go out of state for school, and then I was, like, still in Binghamton
Right.
when I was, like, 23. And I was like,
This can't be
what?
it.
What's the what?
Why
What's going
China?
on?
Like, what's specific about China? Was it just the
Oh,
opportunity?
so China, I went to China because I had a family friend who was
Okay.
living there teaching at the school that I ended up working at.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
So that's
So my
clutch.
mom found out about that through like her like high school best friend or something like that. And so found out about the opportunity in the summer, and then there was like some shaky shit going on with my visa. So I like needed a working visa, and the girl was like, it was just super sketchy. Like come to find out later, it was all lies. But I ended up going on a tourist visa, and they literally told me like 2 weeks before my flight. They just like messaged me and like, hey, your flight's booked. See you in 2 weeks.
Cool.
And then I packed the day before I left, like / in the car on the way to the
So
city.
again, for the finances, how
Oh,
much
yeah, and
does
for the
someone
finances.
have to expect to save up if
So-
I want to move to freaking Italy tomorrow?
China's really reasonable, honestly. Like, and I talked to a couple friends. I knew a guy I went to
Maybe
high
you should
school with
go
that lived
back.
in China.
I think you should. So the company paid for the flight there,
Yeah.
and they like set you up with someone who kind of helps you out and to get the tourist
You
visa.
get a sign-on bonus too.
Yeah, and you get a sign-on bonus of equivalent to $1,500.
Yeah.
So that was also so you don't have to pay for the flight, and you get a sign-on bonus, so you have money already there when you get there.
Yeah.
So you don't really have to worry about the finances as much as you would going somewhere without
Right.
anything.
Right.
So I think that helps.
And then obviously you got a job already there too. As well.
Right. So
Yeah.
that also helps. Right.
So I
But like
think
you can
that
live in
was-
China for a month for with $500.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's
Really?
so reasonable.
Is that rent included? No.
Yeah, so when I got there, I didn't get my first paycheck for about 2 months. And I only brought $1,000.
So you was able to live off the side.
You're lying.
I had.
No, it's so reasonable there. We'll go together next time we go. You can
We'll
come
go
with us.
together.
We got
It's
this
fine.
Corona really settled down.
Right.
We
Look,
gotta
that
get-
Yeah,
really
I mean,
gotta
no, like
settle.
after
Yeah,
that,
we gotta-
after that, I'm
yeah,
definitely
we gotta
like
get to, like, a
China's
negative
not our
five.
first destination back, but we have friends there and that I can't wait to visit.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
So you was able to live off it like what you said, like, 2,500?
I had
like $500 a month.
$800 lasted me 2 months.
Wow.
That's incredible. But you're also, see, I have issues. Do they have alcoholic beverages?
Yeah, you
they
can
have
drink
Henny's.
anywhere
That's
on the
your way
street.
talk about Rocky.
You
That's
can
your
drink
what?
anywhere.
They
Wait,
have-
wait.
Okay, I'm
time
saying,
out, time
because
out,
that's
Rocky.
I spend money going out to eat. Can you imagine
Rocky.
going out for
Pretty
some
much.
low
You can
man?
literally bring
But
your own
Rocky, you're not worried
drinks
about the
too, right?
language
right?
barrier. You're just thinking about alcohol.
No, I mean as far as money.
Oh,
Language
okay.
barrier don't cost me no money. I'm
Oh,
talking.
okay.
I was
I'm
gonna
like-
ask about that too. The language is what was next. Like,
We learned a little bit of the language.
We
A lot
had-
more we could understand.
you could
They
understand.
couldn't
more
understand
than you could,
us
Okay.
because there's tones and like
Yeah.
there's like 15 different meanings to different
yeah,
tones.
One word can mean 4 different things depending
Yeah.
on how you say it.
Wow.
Oh,
What,
what were
you
you
want to
saying?
do that?
Yeah, you want to do it?
Yeah,
Can
so
I do it?
What are they doing?
Playing basketball, I learned how to say like good shot and like good job.
Yeah.
So it's how cho.
Hacho.
How cho.
How cho?
And then also that the kids used to say that to me because they're like, oh, he's stinky or ugly.
It also means stinky.
So you could
And
say,
it also means stinky and ugly.
How can it mean stinky and good shot? That is cool.
Just
Yeah,
means-
that's hard
so
language.
it means stinky, ugly, good shot, and then like something else.
There's 4 meanings because there's 4 tones.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I say, wait, say the word again.
How cho.
How cho. If I
So
say it like
you-
that,
the
what
way
did I?
you said it was probably, I don't know what it means, but it means something else.
I feel like people in China have such a better ear because their language is so
Yeah,
So,
like
like,
it's like
tone-
so like for the
yeah.
sound just like ah.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 sounds. I'm not sure if I'm gonna say them exactly right, but the first one is like ah, straight line. The next one goes up like a question mark, like ah.
Okay.
The next one goes down up, so you go ah ah. And the
what did
last
that
one
mean?
goes down and it's just like ah. So every single sound has those 4 tones: the line, the up, the down, and
Now I'm gonna need a translator if I go to
So,
China.
At this point, I would just stay
So,
home.
So like good
it took
shot.
me like a year to say my apartment that I lived at.
Wow.
So
And then by then you're moving out. Like finally learn how to say
Yeah,
the
I'm finally
address.
learning my address. So I'm out.
You have to try though. That's why it's hard.
Yeah.
You can't just like be like lazy about it. Like you
Yeah.
have to like give a lot of effort because of the tones.
It's like school
And then you're
Yeah.
embarrassed.
every day,
Yeah.
all day.
yeah.
And then
Yeah,
you're embarrassed because you don't.
And then you're
know,
embarrassed.
yeah they
know
just
what to
they
say,
just
you don't-
staring at you like.
That's funny. Then you're embarrassed and you don't know what to
So
say.
y'all was teaching. What was y'all teaching over there? English.
English.
Okay.
Cool.
And like you don't have to be.
Was
Well,
this
the
through
regulations are
VIP
probably
Kid?
different now. That is an online teaching
Yeah.
place, but we taught through a training school, so like
In person.
in person and after school.
Cool.
It was like an additional program. We taught
I
kids
wanna
like
do
age
that.
3 to like 8. They were so adorable. It was the best experience
My
ever.
cousin.
I'll show you some videos after this if
Do
you want.
that online. Like we can help you with that.
Yeah, if you wanna do it
teaching. There's a
online.
few-
My cousin did that in Singapore, I think.
Yeah.
Singapore,
Yeah.
Korea.
Asia's great. I love
Vietnam.
Asia.
So, I wonder where I should go next. I want to ask, first of all, I want to get back into the yoga.
Yeah.
How did you get into yoga? But more importantly, that's not the most important question. The most important question is what benefits does yoga have on the body?
Okay. So I'll answer the most important one first.
Yes. Okay. That's why I want to tell you which one was most important because that's the answer I'm looking for.
There's so many benefits to yoga on the body: physical, mental, spiritual. Lower your blood pressure, improve your heart, flexibility, your strength. Can you help me out with some of these? Because I feel like there's a lot.
Stress,
Yeah, it lowers your stress.
blood flow, breathing.
Yeah, good
Yo,
for your,
they
really
had
good for your
classes
breathing.
for the low. They had the classes for the low. I was on the site. I was about to book, and then Corona happened.
Yeah.
Literally.
Same with me. I was actually.
I just didn't want to come by myself, so like I was
Well,
like,
we'll
I
be
had the
expecting
thing
you
open. I'm about
after.
to buy the whatever it is on there. The website's
Yeah.
super easy to use, super clutch. Little $10 classes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
$7 even maybe
$10.
$10.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I just put it on pause. I like grab a friend or two to come with me, and then boom, Corona. I'm like,
You're
darn
really
it.
open for
Yeah, we opened for in January and February with like just donation based like pop-up days, and then our official opening was March 1st.
Wow, and this happens.
It's like 2 weeks later.
2 weeks of
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
So how is the business being handled
Sorry.
throughout? How's the
Corona
business?
right now?
Yeah.
I'm teaching a couple classes online. We didn't totally have like the most time to like
Of course.
To iron this,
gain
yeah.
like
Yeah.
momentum going
Right.
into
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So we just have a couple students, and I'm teaching online through Zoom via like paying on the website, and then I teach on Sundays from 9 to 9:30 on Facebook Live.
Do y'all
And that's
just
you can show up wherever.
more business? But do y'all qualify for like the small
Oh,
business
no.
one? None of that?
We do, but they went so fast that we couldn't even get
Wow.
I got an
really?
email the other day that we got declined, but we don't have like. I mean, yoga's just the perfect business because we enjoy yoga and
The
we
overhead
just
is
need a
real.
space
Oh,
and like
I was
yeah,
gonna
we
say,
don't have a lot of
overhead-
overhead and like
the overhead is real
luckily
cheap.
I
Space.
found the building that we rent through. I was working for the guy who owns the building at another place
Okay.
and
Sorry again.
he owns a lot of places and I just was like, hey, can we just like hold off on rent till we open up because I'm not gonna be able to
Yeah.
pay it, and he was cool about it. But
Oh, wow.
I'm also very grateful that he was cool about it. But I'm also like, he could have been cool about it or not, and like he either wouldn't have me as a tenant anymore or like
Yeah,
could
yeah.
help. You know what I mean? So
Because either way,
I'm
he was
super
gonna
grateful
be
for that,
asked
but
out
like
anyway.
it makes
Nobody has to
sense
rent out.
also.
Then now he has
If he can
something.
Yeah,
afford
at
it,
least
like
he
he already
has
owns
someone
that
coming
building.
back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was just going to ask, how did you go about finding that business? Because I personally wanted a little building for me to do plugged in out of. But it's like, damn, I already got to pay rent. Like,
Yeah.
at my real house.
Yeah.
And then it's like overhead. But then sometimes I look for buildings. But like, where do you even go to look for buildings?
Okay, I got 2 parts for that. One part is like, I want to shift my yoga business to somewhere that we're living.
Okay.
So that it's just easier, more convenient,
Yeah.
more just like efficient cost-wise.
Yeah.
But the second part of that, I mean, I found the place through connections. I think connections are like gold, one of the most important things.
Now, what
ever
you
in
know, who
business.
you know?
And then
Website you had when we were trying to buy a space.
LoopNet is a website.
But wait, so was Connections a website or Connections? You
No,
literally
just
mean by just
connections,
literally
like,
who you
knowing
know.
people
Okay,
and,
cool,
like,
cool.
asking
Just making
around.
Sure, just making
But
sure.
there's
But
the
then I
one-
also called.
the small bit. There's like a website
Yeah,
for all
I was
the
gonna
businesses.
say I
yeah.
called the Binghamton Economic Development Group,
Okay.
and I think
This is so
I think also the Endicott Development Group. Yeah, I mean, I just like
There's a-
honestly like I just did a
You
lot
just
of
had to shop
research. Like my
around, yeah.
mom is like super researchy. She looks on the internet for everything, and I just like applied for my LLC, and then I didn't even know if I was gonna have a space yet. I just like
Right.
kind of trusted in it, and
You
I almost went with
manifested
another
it. You
space,
spoke
and then
it
I
to
went
the
back to
universe.
this space, and yeah, just like asking around, making connections. There's
So
a lot
what
of places
even
for
made
rent.
you want to get like passionate about yoga to the point where I'm opening? Because it's one thing where I love meditating now and I'm doing yoga in my house. But what made you get so passionate? Like I have to spread this to the world. Like I need a spot where I can invite everyone to come do this with me. Like what was that? Like how did that come about?
I feel like, I don't know, when I first started doing yoga, it was like 6 or 7 years ago, and I was like, not the most consistent, but I would go, and like it was just a really peaceful time for me to just like be with myself, which like I wasn't doing a lot. I was like, at the time when I found yoga, I think I was in college, and I just was like studying or in class or with friends or smoking or drinking, or like I wasn't ever just like hanging out by myself, like meditating. So that was a time for me to do that, and I feel like that just helped me get more connected with myself and my spirituality and like how I wanted to grow and how I wanted my life to look. And having that experience, I always wanted to be a yoga teacher, but when I was living in Binghamton, I was like living paycheck to paycheck. I was like, there's no way I can like drop two or three grand and like go do a training, like And then, yeah, we were just abroad, and I was doing yoga a lot. We met a yoga teacher in China who did donation-based yoga, and
you did
I had
charity.
always wanted to get my training. Yeah, I did charity yoga, and we would just, like, rack up for the month and then donate it to a charity of everyone's choice.
Oh, wow.
So,
Is that where y'all got the idea from, like having a donation base?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
yeah, and I just feel like I always really enjoyed going to yoga wherever I went. But it was very much about, like, me and myself on my mat. I didn't necessarily feel the most, like, comfortable atmosphere. And I didn't notice, like, any diversity. So I was just, like, what's going on? Like, why is this, like, all,
What's
like, I
going
see, like,
on?
everyone here looks the same. And, like, I just want to bring it to, like, the whole community.
And I want to tell you, you did that. You really did do that.
thank you
Like
so
I
much.
never
I'm
heard
getting
about yoga
emotional.
so much in this city until you two started doing
Wow.
that shit. Like,
Thank you so much.
honestly, it's incredible. Like, you know, a bitch like me now, I feel like, sorry, excuse my language, everyone.
I've been
But you
trying
know,
to-
a girl like me, and now I feel like I want to pull up to yoga class because
I
no,
just got
you can
emotional.
cry. It's okay because I'm serious. I want you guys to know that you guys have made an impact in our community. You know, where now yoga's a thing.
Yeah.
When you guys were open, people were in the classes.
Yeah.
You guys were on the news. I saw my friends taking a picture. I'm like, oh, ain't that so? I'm going to the. It was like I gotta pop out. You know, like, but it's diverse. Like, awesome, and it was cheap.
Yeah.
That was
That's it.
affordable. I'm
That's
like,
it,
oh, I'm
yeah.
about to literally book me a lesson. And then you had like a bundle deal for like a month worth for what, like $30?
Yeah.
Come on, that's yoga for $1 a day. A little namaste for $1. You
Namaste
can't
for
beat it.
$1.
You
Come
can't
join
beat
You
it.
gotta put that on a shirt.
Seriously,
Yeah,
no,
I like that.
That's
That's
awesome.
a
That was awesome.
Yeah, namaste for $1.
So I'm
You're
really
not
happy
plugged
for you guys.
in.
Yeah. I'm sad you guys closed because I really wanted to come. Like I really was
We'll
planning
be-
to
we'll
come.
be back.
coming.
We'll be
And
open
I
again.
like that's why I'm like on your live like this bitch is gonna be my friend
Oh my
when
God.
she likes dinner. I'm like I'm coming to yoga with you while you guys are closed. Like something.
Question
Yeah,
for both
nah,
of y'all.
for
What was
sure.
y'all was both doing yoga for a long time. What was the hardest thing to learn going from like just I'm doing yoga to like now teach a class? Like what was the hardest
Okay, well,
or most difficult?
I like that.
I was gonna say first that you.
For me, I really didn't want to be a yoga teacher at all. Like, I just wanted to go.
He's so
and
cool.
Learn how to be.
He
like,
wanted to
an
be a personal
instructor.
trainer.
Yeah, I wanted to be a
So
personal
I was like,
trainer.
add this knowledge.
So when we decided to go to do the training, I was just like, okay, I guess it teaches me how to be an instructor of some kind.
Yeah.
So that knowledge would be good. And then I kind of fell in love with yoga after that. And you discover like a lot of breakthroughs. So that kind of made me want to like get into the business.
Yeah, like
Explain that.
physically, spiritually,
What do you mean like
So like
breakthroughs?
once, like I've never been upside down ever in my life. I was terrified. I hated it. Never like as a kid like did somersaults or any of that stuff. Like I really hate it. And then I did. They made me do a handstand, and I was upside down.
now he's doing them like on his
Now I
own.
try to do them all the time, like for hours at a time, just trying to like.
So you're facing your fears, knocking them down.
Yeah, I
with
feel like
simple
it's
yoga.
really like facing your fears and just like opens your mind up to like the possibilities and like.
It like breaks barriers. It's like you notice like you're just afraid. Like I couldn't do a handstand. Like I can physically do it. Like I'm strong enough. I can do it. But like my mind would not let my body go
Right.
into motion.
Mind over matter.
So
Cool.
once I like fell for the first time, I was like, oh well, that didn't hurt. So like now I can.
Yes.
all the time now.
I can do it all the time. I'm not
I
afraid
feel
to
like
fall.
in terms of the teaching, it really helped that we taught in China before this. Like, cause you like in order to teach kids, you have to be like goofy as hell and
Right.
like crazy.
You gotta
like,
be
just,
creative.
like you gould like keep them entertained and like you're speaking in a language they don't understand, so you have to
Right.
be extra like.
That was like way eye opening for me.
How
It's
so?
like-
Tell us.
Like how you said earlier, like you didn't even know me. Like I was shy in high
Yeah,
school. Like, I didn't
exactly. He
talk
really
a
was.
lot.
Aww.
I'm still kind of shy, but.
But you were a good kid. Seriously, you know, because this Binghamton, we all know everybody's
Yeah,
reputation.
no, but
We
you said it
know.
like somebody's auntie. Like you was a good
I
kid.
am y'all auntie. Matter of fact, I'm a 25-year-old auntie. Period. But no, seriously, Trey was a good kid. I'm really happy for you. I'm proud of you.
Whole like getting out of your comfort zone and being in front of the kids and just the kids still love you no matter
Right.
who you are. Like
They're the best.
the kids, like I don't know, it's so heartwarming to see.
And
to
they're
walk
so
into the
unbiased.
classroom, yeah.
They literally like hug Trey's legs and like they're just like
Aw.
he's like they're just on
But
him like monkeys.
It was even more of like a breakthrough because like they were terrified of me.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm this tall. They don't know. Like,
They don't
I
have
a beard,
beards,
They don't
they
have
don't have
facial
beards.
hair. They don't have long curly. Like, it's
Wow.
all straight. They all look pretty similar
Right.
to compared to like foreigners.
Right.
And then I get in there. I'm 6'2",
Wow.
hairy. and-
Cool.
You just
and
towering
like,
over them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were terrified, and then I get goofy, and then they like love me. So,
Aw, that's awesome.
so that helped a lot with the teaching to make it a lot easier than, like, a lot easier of a transition.
How do
Right.
you feel about teaching yoga?
I like it now, but it was like very frustrating because I'm a perfectionist and like need
Right.
to be
You
unique.
need to do it right.
So it was like a little bit frustrating at first, but now as you get like more into it, it's fulfilling and it's like really fun and nice to do.
So, go ahead.
You know, so we want the business coming back. When's like, is there a timetable? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
I'm not really sure because like you need to breathe for yoga and like
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like you can really breathe with a mask on.
Right.
So
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
This
I just
sucks.
it's so much about like your breath and I just think I don't know, maybe I'll try to do yoga
Well,
with
can
mask
I
on and
hang
see how
out?
it goes.
I'll give the $10.
Oh, I was gonna do
even.
like yoga in the park though. I was gonna see if
Yeah.
people would be down for that. So we're like outside.
Yeah.
We can,
Do like a
People
flash
people can keep
mob
their
type of thing.
distance and like I
Yeah.
want to do yoga in the park. Maybe when it's not 90
Yeah, you
degrees.
could probably
Yeah.
either like a park or like turf.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
literally was just gonna set that up. So yeah, we're
Cause
all.
like literally like a
into
week
it.
before
Welcome.
it ended, me and my two other friends, they was like, "Yo, we're gonna go to yoga," and I was like, and I was gonna surprise y'all, cause y'all was like, "You gotta come, you gotta come." I'm like, cause I'm like kind of like Trey is. I'm a perfectionist, so it's like I know I physically can do some of the yoga positions, but it's
Right.
like the one that I can't is gonna make me mad.
I was gonna crack
Right,
up
but
laughing
like, what
at
happens when
myself.
you get mad and you have to deal with it there?
Yeah.
Like what? Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
no,
that's
no,
like
true, you're right.
no. And I don't mean I'm not even trying to call you out. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like that's like where
What's
I'm trying to
that
just give a
sound?
great example of like where the mental and like growth aspect comes about in yoga. Like it's also
Right.
just about like pushing through that and being like, all right, this is where I am
Word,
today, and
can
like
you
I could get somewhere
imagine?
else tomorrow. Like
I would be so determined, the type of person I am, if I can't do that goddamn handstand, I am going to book 10
I'm
more
saying,
classes
yeah.
until, that's probably where the growth comes in
Yeah.
major.
yeah,
Cool. So I got a question,
yeah.
okay? Still personal, but not really. I got some more personal questions.
We're ready. We're here for
It
it.
gets kind of crazy. No, but okay. So I want to know. You guys talking about breakthroughs and all this other stuff. Have you guys ever tried, or would you ever try, or what do you have to think about psychedelics?
Good question.
We have already.
What are you guys doing?
I just didn't expect that coming out of nowhere.
Right? Like, why?
When you were leading up to that, you said breakthroughs. Immediately in my head, I was like, LSD.
Psychedelics. Tell me,
I mean,
tell me.
I am
What do you
supportive
wanna
of them
hear
if
about
you're
that?
like in a good
Like,
environment
yeah,
and you
tell
like
me,
want to try it
have you
out.
guys tried it? Is
I
it
don't
awesome?
want like anyone on the show to just like go off and like watch this and be like, oh, Lindsey Trey,
Do not
did you
try it
acid?
at
Like,
home.
Yeah, do not.
Do not try at home.
Do not.
Yeah, do not try it at
Don't,
home.
yeah, this is an unbiased platform. Do not try LSDs at
If you're
home.
doing
You're
the
right.
drinking game, take another shot.
We don't need you to have a bad trip. I'm just asking some
We're
questions.
just wondering
trying
if
to
you
get
guys ever
yeah for these breakthroughs. No, seriously, because you know you have some breakthroughs happening there.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's hard to say because like some of them are natural, like mushrooms and
Right.
peyotes and the cactus. I don't really know.
Cactus?
anything
yeah,
about-
there's so many
Yeah.
different ones. Yeah,
Yeah, there's
Cool.
a bunch of different.
the frog. I forget what that one's
Right.
called.
Yeah,
But
there's like frog
dead?
venom.
No, it's bad.
It's the high,
Oh.
Ayahuasca?
You guys let it die.
Ayahuasca.
I didn't know how to pronounce
But-
it. I was-
Yeah, there's a bunch of different psychedelics. So just kind of it's about comfort. and,
Right.
Like knowing like your surroundings.
Right.
And there's places too that like I haven't been to any of them, but like if you're interested, there's like countries that have shamans that are meant to guide you through these types of journeys.
Right. That's right.
So that's also
So you done
something to
some
know.
psychedelics before?
Yeah.
Alright, so walk me through it, cause I don't smoke weed. But like that's mushrooms is one of the one thing, or psychedelics is the one thing that like I would be down to try once. So what should and shouldn't I do if I'm gonna do?
Don't
Is he
do
supposed to
it
try it before
alone,
weed?
For
For
sure.
crying out loud?
We'll talk about that off camera.
You might need
Oh,
to
don't
smoke.
Definitely
Don't
talk
you
more
want a psychedelic
about it
story?
off camera, but on camera.
I think you should smoke a little spliff first before you jump
I
into
would, yeah.
it.
I don't think
I wanna
you
go-
don't, you
I
don't
wanna go to
actually
the
have
deep
to
end.
though.
I mean, you probably don't. I just
I wanna
thought
go
I
to
would
the
be
deep end.
scared.
Because like shrooms are technically like now they're starting to be used for depression medicine.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Now,
Niggas be
Yeah.
depressed.
everything.
So like, they're starting to have scientific studies
I
to
don't know
do.
Alright, so what shouldn't I do? Like
Definitely don't do it alone.
Yeah,
Don't
just have
do it
someone.
alone.
No,
You'll
no,
bug
no,
the
no,
fuck
no,
out.
no, no,
Sorry,
no.
excuse my language.
Do it with people that you really
Sorry.
love.
Yeah, people that you feel
Yeah.
really, really
Yeah.
safe and comfortable
With
with.
trust.
And people that know you and love you
wait, you
and
did it
that.
before? Okay, Rocky. Okay, Rocky.
The only time Rocky.
Oh, forget my
You're
stories.
giving advice.
No.
Forget my stories, Rocky. Speak out.
I just wondering.
I'm in the same boat. I have never done it.
No,
You never
Rocky,
did it either? Oh.
Rocky, speak out.
This is just for the podcast.
Story
I have a
time.
question. Do you guys think it has like any benefits for what you guys are more into, the yoga stuff? Like, does it intertwine with that at all, or could it just you could do yoga without it?
All right, Nika, don't get Rocky
You
off the
definitely
hook.
can without it, but I think it would heighten the experience.
You're not letting Rocky off the hook. Tell your story.
It was. I don't want to, like you guys said, I don't want to tell everybody to go jump and do it.
No,
but
no,
for
no,
me,
no.
it was awesome.
Plugged in is
Yeah.
an unbiased platform.
For me, it was awesome. It was like super, just awesome, like life changing. I only
It's
did
like
it once.
seeing
I
things
only
in a
needed
totally
to do it
different
once.
way.
Yeah.
It was natural stuff.
I don't know.
I ain't putting
I
it
had
out there.
a
Did it grow
shaman.
from the ground?
I don't know. But the person who shamaned me, I trusted her.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I knew
True.
she wouldn't do no fucked up shit to me.
Okay,
You know what I
gotcha,
mean?
gotcha,
So I was rocking with it. But it was just a life changing experience. There's just a lot of breakthroughs on a spiritual level. Like you will never look at the world the same.
Okay, all
Ever
right,
again.
so back so be with people that I trust.
That you love, that
I
love
love,
you.
that love me.
Environment that feels good, that you like feel
Okay.
really good in, like
Okay.
no
Yeah,
scary
that's
shit.
true.
I would say do it like
Outside,
On a
outside, if
sunny
you
day.
can, outside.
Yeah.
when the weather's
Nature.
nice.
But the
Also,
but
go into nature. I was actually
Yeah.
thinking,
outside, no,
I was thinking
nature's
nature
gonna
would
be
be scary.
incredible. I was
Oh, yeah.
Nature,
inside.
not public, and and don't go too deep into
Yeah, don't get
What
lost.
you talking about? Everybody got a psychedelic story besides me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing it this weekend, man.
No, say it.
I'm doing
No,
it this
I feel
weekend.
like
First time I
I need to
ever
be
got
there.
lost in a
The camera
forest.
turns off.
In the
No,
dark.
I'm not
doing
going
it
to
this
the forest.
weekend. We out.
I'm not going to
Nah,
the
I got
forest.
lost. I was
Yo,
camping.
Doug, hit me up. I know you got
Don't go
somebody.
into the foot.
Yeah,
Right.
don't.
But so,
Nah.
Allegedly.
ooh, I got something to say. Speaking about the forest, I was stalking you. You were walking barefoot in the forest.
Yeah.
So tell me that experience. You said that it makes you feel grounded.
Oh my God,
What is that?
yes.
Tell me the experience.
Just like feeling your like body connected to the earth is so amazing.
I never
like, our
did it.
feet are like not meant to. I mean, like we have shoes on. That's the regular now, but
Right.
like
We're
we didn't
supposed
always
to be
have
roaming
shoes.
around.
Yeah.
it feels so good. And like I used to hate the dirt and the mud. And I mean, I liked it and I didn't like it. Liked it, didn't like it,
Right.
whatever. But and like probably 2 years ago, I would be like, oh, I don't want my feet to get muddy, but it feels so good.
Now
Just,
that's
like,
something to do on the psychedelics, you know, put your
Yeah,
feet in the
for
mud
sure.
and dirt and water and stuff. You'd be like,
The water
"Ooh."
feels so good on
you're
your
just
feet.
like, ooh, I am one with the earth.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally me. I'm
Yeah,
so
for real.
fucking
It
woo
does
woo.
that too, like the
Right.
grass. I don't know,
Yes.
you just feel it
Grass
different.
feels
I
good.
love-
Yeah, it feels like cold on your feet and like the water
I
feels
love-
good.
I
I love
love-
flowing
The
water.
one thing I would say, you just everything is kind of like enhanced. It
Yes.
doesn't like change things. It just
Okay.
kind of like
It really
enhances
shows
your
you what it
abilities.
really is. Like what it really, really is.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I was thinking that the grass is gonna turn
Seriously.
like pink. It don't
No,
do
it
that.
don't move. It might move
You
a little
literally
bit.
see the
I mean,
grass
if we
vibrate.
growing.
Yeah,
If you eat the whole bag, it
Yeah.
might-
No, don't do
Oh,
that.
bad.
But that's why
I
it's
mean,
not-
who even says
that's
pink
why-
is pink?
But that's why.
Oh, okay. We getting
Seriously,
third
at that
eye. We
point,
getting third eye
That's
now.
what that is. That
Who
cracks
says
the-
grass ain't
The
pink?
third eye cracks right open. But so, okay, so it's just a sensation just feeling one with the earth, with the bare feet on the ground.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, it's like dirt has like
It just, like,
antimicrobial
stimulates,
properties.
like,
Like
different
it's
nerves.
stimulating for you.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
when
There's
do you
like
ever,
germs in
feel
dirt,
stuff-
so if you like play with dirt,
Yeah.
your body's gonna like build up.
Right.
And when do you ever feel stuff with the bottom of your feet?
Never.
So it just kind of like opens up a different.
Even
type of
if you
stimulation.
run the shower water like on the bottom of your feet, it's like, woo, like nothing ever goes there
It just
besides your
stimulates a
sock.
different
Yeah.
thing that
Yes.
you're not used
Okay.
to. And
Cool.
to answer
I went on a walk the other
your,
day around the
Nico's
neighborhood
question
without shoes.
about yoga and psychedelics. I think
Yeah,
yoga
yeah.
can be. I think you should definitely practice yoga before you do psychedelics, just to kind of get in touch with your body more. Just because it's confusing when you are doing the psychedelics to kind of like feel your body and what's going
Yeah.
on, because you're kind of like overwhelmed.
Yeah, for sure.
So just to kind of be more aware of your body first. And I think yoga just does that like by accident. So doing yoga,
You
like
think it's
even
by
like,
accident?
well, I think yoga, like not by accident, like it's not purposely, it's involuntary.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by
But I
accident.
think yoga is for that, connecting with your
It's more,
body.
it's more like a byproduct, kind of what you're saying.
Yeah, because like in the,
Yeah.
I think in America we use yoga for like a physical, more of like a
Yeah.
physical workout instead of
Yeah,
Right,
no,
use
yeah.
yoga
more
for
than
what it is.
what it's
And so-
for.
And that's
Yeah.
that's why I was asking about the psychedelics
Yeah.
intertwining with more of the.
So it definitely will make the psychedelics, I think, be able to be more controlled and to be kind of, to, I don't know, open it up more, to
Sure.
experience it more. Because I think the whole purpose of yoga is to get your body comfortable to sit in meditation in long periods of time.
To straighten that spine.
Yeah.
So just
Please.
to like
Connect with your body and your
makes
breath.
your body
Woo.
nimble so you can stay in a still position longer. And then you're able to kind of connect with your spirit and your mind easier with the stillness.
So
And
can
then
I tell you guys how I've been meditating? You can tell
Yeah,
me
we'd
if it's
love to
right
know.
or wrong.
There's no
Okay.
right or wrong
Well,
way.
I told
There's
you
no-
this. There's
I
no
know,
right or
I know you
wrong.
did, you did. But what's really been awesome for me is like YouTube. So I'll type in like morning meditation, depending on the time I got. Like if I'm up early and I'm on the ball that morning, I can do like a 20-minute one, a 10-minute one, a 7-minute one, whatever. And then I'll type it in on what I need for that day. So if I need like, I'll do like morning meditation for manifestations, morning meditation for, what's the one I just did? Productivity. That was a nice one. And I was really productive the whole day about it. And then what else do I do? Did I say manifestations already?
Yeah.
And I said
Abundance?
productivity,
Productivity.
abundance, affirmations. That was a nice one. I was
Affirmations
like,
are powerful.
ooh, yes, that was good. She was talking that shit to me on the thing. You should do those probably.
Yeah.
I like your voice.
Oh,
You
thank
can
so
send me
much.
out. Yeah, you should
You
do.
can send
Yeah.
me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
we do
start
them
doing
with our
some.
yoga classes.
Yeah.
For the like the first, well for mine, I know for sure.
I always,
really-
yeah, we always incorporate
So
meditation.
if I book a class, it's like book with Trey or book with Lindsey.
We're both
We
great.
have different, like we have set times.
I know, but I mean, like, it's 2 separate classes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can make a preference and rock with who we want.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like this.
I
I'm
There's
so
really
happy.
like no right or wrong way to meditate. Like
Oh yeah.
no
too.
time, no.
Yeah.
I think just try different ways. Like once you get
Different
comfortable
ways.
doing one way, just give another way a try. Like
There's so
Yeah.
many different
there's-
techniques, but like you really could just sit with yourself and close your eyes and
Yeah,
like
so
it's
that's-
normal for your mind to wander. It's normal to like feel fidgety. It's normal to feel
That
like anxious. It's like uncomfortable. We don't
Yeah.
sit with ourselves
Shout out to
often,
Right.
so.
Teachers back in the day.
that was like my first roadblock like before getting into like
Yeah.
meditation. It was like I was like, oh, do I gotta sit and like for the, I was like,
Right.
and I did
But
research. and
that's
it was
really
like,
not even what
Alming
it's
is,
like.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like that, but like
It's
doing
really
those
good for you,
mantras
huh?
is really powerful for your brain and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
your body to feel that vibration.
I'm
Yeah.
totally coming to the class. I'm gonna try that shit at home. Excuse my language again. I'm gonna try that at home by myself, like see, cause I like that vibrating feeling.
Yeah.
But we just
There's-
also.
How long are you supposed to do that shit though? For?
It's
However long you
different. Like
want.
with Kundalini yoga, that's mainly
I love
about
Kundalini.
chanting and
Kundalini,
just,
Kundalini.
yoga.
that's she's been.
I haven't been
practicing that a
teaching any
lot.
at the studio yet, but I'm getting
You guys
better
ever
at
seen
it.
What's Love Got to Do with It?
Mhm.
About Tina Turner when she was like hum la shum la la like that? Is that like it? The chanting or no?
Yeah, actually,
Tell me if I'm
yeah,
wrong.
kinda.
Nah,
Nah,
yeah,
it
she-
really is.
Even
She's
what's
like,
his
yeah,
name?
no, it really is.
There's Za from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh.
He does,
Oh, he
Oh,
does.
yeah.
He has a
he does
meditation album.
Cool.
RZA, he does.
He has
his
an
own-
album?
He has a
Yeah,
meditation album.
album just came out recently.
Like,
Now
it's
we're
just,
talking.
It
Yeah.
just gets like our bodies vibrate, and the energy vibrates. Like everything around us vibrates. Like
That's
you-
the other thing with the psychedelics. You feel energies. Like you're
Yeah.
not even.
Yeah.
This is nothing. Like this is
You
nothing.
could read
Nobody cares what you're looking at. Like what you look like. You can sit here and be smiling in my face, but I'll be able to tell you're fucking sad. Like stop. No, really, because that's what that third eye is doing. Like I see through this all. Like you could tell somebody abused their body on drugs and everything. Motherfuckers limping all crazy. I'm like, oh shit. I could see it. I see what's going on. Nah, let me stop. Let me stop.
Question for Lindsey. What's good? You said early on that you kind of turned away from religion. Did like yoga become like kind of like substitute your religion, or do you see it that way, or not?
Yeah, I would say so. I think when I started to steer away from religion, I was really interested in Buddhism, but I have not yet taken the time to like sit down and learn about Buddhism. I've read like a couple books here and there, and I would maybe consider myself like sort of Buddhist, but
Cool.
yeah, yoga really took over that. I think just like I don't know, I just feel like religion is like, at least for me, for Catholicism, I don't know how other religions are, but like it's very like you're wrong. You're like
Yeah.
a sinner. Like you
Yeah.
better like get yourself right because you're not
Yeah.
getting through this little needle
how
into
is-
heaven. Like you're gonna be in hell
Right.
because you were born that way. And it's
Right.
just like,
Grim stuff.
who the fuck
Right.
are you to tell me I'm a
Right.
sinner? Like
Right.
I'm pure as fuck. I was
Right.
born here to be amazing and
Right.
brilliant and like
Right.
why are you speaking down
Right.
on me? Like who
All
who told
while-
you this?
Right.
All while doing the dirtiest stuff.
Yeah, literally,
Right.
exactly. While like literally trying, like there's poor people around and like look at the Vatican. There's millions of dollars of gold in there. Like how sick.
Yeah.
Why are you preaching and you're not even
That was-
acting on it?
That was the moment for like when I
Right.
when I turned away from religion.
I just
was
got fired up.
Well,
No,
fucking,
but
like-
facts. I like
yeah,
it.
and that was kind of how like I'm growing up. My mom was an usher for our Baptist church, and she would go every day. We would go Thursday for the Bible study. Sundays we would cook and all that stuff like that. And then like one of the ushers was late on her rent and she was gonna get evicted. And like the black churches, like that's like our form of government. Like when things are going low and someone's down on their luck, you're supposed to
The
lean
black
on the
is
church.
supposed to-
Yeah.
And at that time, the church didn't do that, and just kind of like ostracized her out of the church pretty
Oh
much.
my goodness.
And I was like, "Yo, you driving in the new Benz, but you can't even help the people that are helping you run it." And once that happened, my mom turned away from it. I turned away from it. It was just
Wow,
So
that's
that's kinda how-
so
It's
ridiculous.
stuff that you
Crazy.
like. So
Good
I
for
have a
you,
question,
yeah.
kinda.
Hell
I have a question. Has everyone kind of grew up religious?
relative, yeah.
Man, I mean, like, I had to go to church because I had to. I never really cared. I never
Like,
paid
did your
attention.
parents kind of like
My mom,
They just
no.
like went because they.
It was
wanted
not
to
my
go.
mom. It was actually like my mom was always a businesswoman, always owned businesses, was always working. So, and then I was the only child, so I like to spend the night out with my friends. Okay, so every house I would spend the night at, they made me go to church.
Oh.
So it's like,
interesting.
yeah, it's crazy, right? Like if I was at my grandma's house, I had to go to church. If I was at, do you guys know Danisha? Shout out to Danisha. Al, Saratoga, what's up? Anyway, so yeah, I had to go to church with them. And then the Fernandezes, rest in peace, Frank Fernandez. Oh my God, rest in peace. I love you so much. Yeah, I had to go to church with him. So it's like everywhere I went, I ended up at church, except for if I stay home with my mom.
I think it's so great if you find like that fulfilling community and like you feel good and like supported and like there's so much power in praying. Like I really think praying is basically meditation, just like someone else is like helping. It's like affirmations, And that's like just do what makes you feel good.
And like when you think about when you think about like yoga or just like any like these spiritual like pseudo cultures, it makes sense why religion caught so much. Cause like you said, like after college, you was like, wait, what do I do?
Yeah.
And it's like if someone came to you and was like, hey, I have these 5 rules for you. You'd be like, oh, okay. I'll do these 5 rules or whatever like that.
That's where I think
you get this sense of community.
That's where I think religion thrives.
Yeah.
From people not knowing.
But then,
so they're looking for that guidance.
But then on the flip side, that amazing thing can be used so evil.
Right, and I think that there's so much. It's just interesting that people just go to go. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Like if you want to go, why are you going? Are you just going because you like feel like you have to, or like just like coming back to what Trey said, just asking questions like, why am I here?
And that was my issue with religion. I had too many questions. Nothing was adding up. It doesn't make sense.
I don't know what y'all church was like, but mine was like Our Father who art in heaven, Father.
Right.
And it's like a cult. I was like, this is freaky. This doesn't sound positive at all. I was like, I'm not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I feel dark in here. Like and that's when I told my mom I'm not going for holidays. Like this is not the place I want to be in even for an hour. Like I'm not doing it. And like, sorry, you go, but it is a cult.
You guys watch it on Netflix? And it's like Cults Explained. You guys should check it out on Netflix.
And you look up religions, like the root of all religions is like the same thing.
Yeah,
they're all just like here's the root, and then like here's one, here's another. Like they change a little, but it's like when you get back to the root of it, it's like just another form of control.
Because like even if you look at like yoga, really honestly, yoga kind of brought me back to religion. Because like I grew up non-religious. My mom was like, "Oh, you got to prove it to me, like through science to believe it." Like I don't believe in
some people are like that
thing that's whatever. Some people believe in it, some people don't. But like yoga is basically religious. Like it's a religion of its own. Like it has the same principles. Don't steal. Don't hurt. Don't like it has like 5 rules. It's like the 8 limbs of yoga.
Yeah.
And it's like literally the same like 10 commandments. It's literally the same thing.
But what I like about that is that it's to achieve personal enlightenment. It's not to like get to this like heaven. And maybe religion does mean heaven in terms of that. Like I also don't really know like if heaven is real or not real, or if it like exists on earth and it's like somewhere you attain mentally or.
Right.
But I feel like it's just weird that it's this like place.
And then and like back to Trey was somewhere I was like, and then like asking questions. Growing up, you can't really ask that many questions. If you ask too many questions, it's like, oh, you're going against it, or you're trying to like say it's false.
Right.
Yeah, why you?
Even because I said so. That's why. Right.
Like,
because I don't have an answer. We're just doing it.
So speaking of like deep weird stuff, I have a question. I wanted to ask you guys. How do you guys feel about NASA saying that there's a parallel universe? What's up with that?
I mean, like for
Can I see
sure.
that with the mushrooms?
There's multiple probably.
Can I see the parallel with the mushrooms?
I don't know if you see it.
If you think that there wasn't already parallel universes, then that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, that's a lot of mushrooms. You want a lot of
Yeah,
mushrooms.
I'm like, there's so many things going on at one time, and like.
But so, do you guys think like?
Oh, for sure. There's multiple timelines always.
Have you watched that movie? And was it Interstellar?
Yeah.
With
You gotta watch Interstellar.
Yeah,
Great movie. Just like good concept.
That like explains it pretty much, like really well. But I don't know, like the inner dimensions, it's kind of like reality. So like everyone has their own reality. So there possibly could be 300, like 3 billion or how many? 7 billion.
There's so many
dimensions.
galaxies. Like we're one planet on one solar system.
I mean, just think about like our world and like, what if there was nothing?
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's just weird to think about.
Yeah, nah, it's crazy.
There's life
And there's
on
so
those
many
other
planets, and they all
everything.
just like
Right.
move and sync, and it's like, what do you think? We're just like floating in space.
Right.
There's not another one of us.
Right.
Yeah, it's
I think they had it at the end of Men in Black when the monster collected the world in his sack of marbles.
Yeah.
Seriously, shit like that, or Stranger
Oh,
Things,
yeah.
the
Oh my gosh.
Upside Down.
Oh,
Yo,
don't
get
get me
into
started.
it.
Don't get me started.
I'm not on that wave yet.
Get into it.
Or like the
The Upside Down. That's a
us,
parallel universe.
Or us.
I'm just trying to
I
say.
didn't see
I
us.
just
You
watched
see
that
us?
by myself the other day.
Oh, you was
Was
tripping.
it good?
Oh, you was tripping off that, wasn't you? But yeah, nah, I grew up like watching like comic books. So like in DC, like Flash, he always like breaks the timeline, and they always go through is like, yo, like, oh, what if, like, I don't know if everybody know, like, but Batman, like, what if Batman, the little boy got shot, and it's like, oh, what if the dad then became Batman, and so like there's so many different universes. So like I feel like for me, like I always thought about like, what if this didn't happen, or like I always like thinking about it like the percentage that I got to where I'm at right now. Like if I could went through my whole life, like the percentage of me saying yes or no to getting in this car,
Yeah.
yes or no me going in this class, yes or no me going to this specific college, yes or no, like so like and then
Yeah.
like finally getting to this exact moment in time is like it got to be at like a 0.0000001%, and it got to be all the other possibilities somewhere probably.
Yeah.
So-
I'm
Say
not, like,
anything about chance.
so it's so weird, because like I came up with this on whatever, but I say like chance, like things will never happen. Like things happen by chance, but they also don't happen by chance because they will never happen the same ever again.
Right.
So like it will never happen exactly the same.
I'm a believer in the universe. I
Yeah.
think everything happens for a reason. Like,
Yeah.
I'm ridiculous with it, especially after the psychedelic situation. I'm like, oh, look at that. Why is this bottle sitting up so straight? Nah. But just like simple stuff, no, for real. Like at a certain time when you were just talking about alignment. Say I'm sitting here talking about alignment, and then literally this is a true story. Me and my friend are sitting on the bed, and she puts her bottle down on the bed, and it was literally standing up mad straight. I'm like, bruh. Tell me. But you know, just little stuff, like stuff really do be a sign, like things really be for a reason. Like even simple things where you look at the time, what time is it versus what was on your mind, or little
Yeah.
memes you might see at a certain time when you were just thinking about there. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Just weird stuff.
I think our
Not
brain
like-
is so powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I always think about it, especially like our phones or our laptops or anything. Like it's designed off our brain. Like it's like only our
Yeah,
brain.
but that's what I'm saying.
could-
Not that Illuminati shit. I ain't talking about
no,
that.
No, I ain't talking about Illuminati. I'm saying, but like our brain has to understand a laptop because it's designed by itself. Like the brain designed the laptop
Yeah.
after itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like the laptop has to, like, we can mimic whatever a laptop can do. We can mimic whatever a calculator can do because the brain created it.
Yeah. We
Cool.
created everything.
So, to wrap it up, no, before we wrap it up, I have a relationship question. Because I'm in a relationship myself. Okay, so this question I'm asking for myself. I ain't asking for a friend, I'm asking for myself. And I want to ask you, the woman in the situation, what is your advice on balancing your relationship and your independence? Like, being that you are a boss ass bitch. No, but seriously, being that you are a boss, you know, how do you maintain your independence? Like, first of all, okay, before I get into that, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Sagittarius.
A fire sign, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your sign?
Aquarius.
Water sign.
Okay, now get into it. Thank you.
He makes it easy.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like, other dudes would just be like, other, like, exes, just were, like, so controlling and, like,
Clingy.
sabotaging me all the time. Like, I was just, like, trying to do my best, and, like, they were, like, so narcissistic and just, like, feeding off of my positive energy and, like, draining the fuck out of me. And I don't know, he just makes it easy. You just, like, trust me, I trust him, we do whatever, we're chilling. We do
But
most
like
of our
little
shit together.
stuff like this. Do you ever have a problem with like? My problem comes in like I literally have to check in. Not check in. I don't have to check in. Not to say like that, but just comes with being in a relationship, right? Like before you can even make dinner, it's like, babe, when do you want for dinner? Like, you know, like I can't even. I don't wanna. What if I just wanna make what I wanna make? What if I'm in the mood for cereal, but my boyfriend's still hungry?
So
Well, then he can cook.
Thank you. Okay.
What do
That's
you mean?
that on that. Are you watching?
Grab a pan.
Bro, this nigga is in
He
trouble.
always, I always try to just like eat together for convenience, and he's always like, we don't gotta eat the same thing. Like you can make
Oh,
your
so
shit. I
you're
can
making
make mine.
it
I'm like,
easy.
all right, like
Maybe
cool.
I need a water sign.
So wait, so question for Trey. How is it? Yeah, I know. I was just gonna skip over it.
I'm just saying, maybe.
We'll skip over that. And
Yo, Trey.
we'll get back to that later.
Trey, so
Hopefully nobody else did.
Wait, what? No, I'm the one that said it, and I didn't even get
so
it.
Trey, what you going? So
No, we're not skipping over. What happened?
you just said like you just like
boyfriend. You said maybe I need a water sign.
yeah
He
like
know that shit.
oh
We be doing that. Our birthday is 2 days apart.
What's your sign?
I'm a fire sign. I'm an Aries. He's a Taurus. 2 days after me. It's a lot
it's a
going
lot.
on.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
has
a lot.
egos. Everybody, he knows that. He ain't no shit in my game.
So
Go
Trey,
ahead.
how is it because you hear so many stories about like a guy, like exactly what she said, like a guy getting in the way of the girl or the girlfriend, and like how do you like separate yourself from like not and feeling like you're not like in her shadow or without dimming her light and just be like, how do you stay secure in yourself?
Well, I kind of took this from Will Smith, and he always says,
Shout out to Will
like,
Smith.
he's my like probably one of
Same.
my biggest influences.
Yeah.
But so he says, well, him and Jada, I'm pretty sure, say a relationship is two individual happy parts that together enhance each other.
Okay,
and
let's
make
talk
bliss.
about it. Let's
Yeah.
talk
So
about
like
it.
you have to be good by yourself before you can be make
Good
like
with
you don't
that.
even really need to make someone else's happy. Like
Yeah.
they're already happy. They
Right.
should already.
They should already be
find their
happy.
own happiness in themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
that
should
was-
just add to
that
That's
was
what
the-
makes it easy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was the table talk when he was like, I'm not responsible for Jada's
Yes,
happiness.
that's your
Yeah.
responsibility.
Definitely, yeah.
That's your responsibility to go find.
And like, there's a
them.
difference too between like supporting someone when
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
upset
yeah.
or down, or like having to be their happiness and make all the decisions for them. And
Right.
Yeah.
And,
See,
like, take
I have a
responsibility for their life.
problem. It's a personal problem where I just don't want to do it. Like, I just
do what?
I don't know, like
I
simple
do
stuff
that,
like just
but-
sharing a bed. Like, I'm very independent. Like, I very like my space. Like, I don't mind sharing a bed. He snores.
Yeah.
That's that on that. But I just mean, like, me even moving in with someone was a huge step for me. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you
damn,
like
like
your
now
space.
there's always somebody in my space. Like, so I just have to.
I think
And
just
he's
like,
always like, well, babe, you're in a relationship now. You gotta tell me what's happening. You gotta call me.
yeah, I was just gonna say like communication. I feel like is the biggest thing too. Like,
But sometimes I don't
we,
want to do that.
communicate
Like,
a lot. It
say
took
if
a long while.
say if we just started chilling here, we're sipping drinks and stuff. I don't want to call him and be like, babe, I'm gonna be late.
Wait,
But I need
mean,
to.
But I mean, that's just like okay.
That's
That's
just like
Isn't
common
it a
That's the thing.
problem?
But you know
It's a
what-
problem. I
Well,
have a problem. It's me.
I feel like
It's me.
I feel like before that becomes a problem, there should be a conversation.
Right.
Like, I'm telling you that I'm gonna be here. I'm there.
Right.
You're supposed to trust me to be.
I'll
there.
tell you when I
Right.
leave.
So like,
Yeah,
obviously,
like,
like, you know,
Right.
I'll let you know when I'm
Right.
home.
I'll
That
let
comes
you
down to
know when
trust.
I'm
Yeah,
leaving.
whenever I had a girl, when I had a girlfriend, I always told her like, if you change locations, let me know. So like, if I
Yeah.
know you're gonna be at the studio, I don't need to know that you're like every hour, like I'm still at the studio,
Yeah.
still at the studio. But like, if you then go to like
Check it in.
your best
Right.
friend's
I don't be
house,
texting her at all.
like on the other side of
Yeah,
town, they'll be
that's
like,
how I
oh
am.
yo,
I'm
I'm
like-
going to so and so house.
I don't be texting you when you out.
But I think it has to just be like kind of like a mutual understanding. Like,
But also-
you just need to be transparent and have.
Not to make him sound clean
communication.
like that, I do want to tell you guys, he just moved out here. You know, it was a big step for both of us. You know?
Yeah.
So he's bored. He doesn't have any friends. He's in the house looking for me. And I'm just
We'll be
like,
friends with them.
I'm having a drink. No, he don't need no friends. He's fine.
Oh my
I
god.
wanted to see what you were gonna say.
We could be friends.
No, I'm just
I'll be
saying.
his friend. He don't need
I
no
just
friends.
Yeah,
want
he
to
don't
hear
need no
from
friends.
another woman.
He don't need no friends.
like,
I'm gonna go out drink. He can stay home. He don't need friends.
So you
It's
don't want
not-
to accept me?
I'm the problem. I'm the problem.
Well, at
I'm
least okay.
aware.
So the first
See,
step
that's
is the
good.
awareness.
I'm
The
aware.
next step is like, what are you gonna do about it? How are you gonna handle it? You don't have to decide right now. You don't have to decide right now. It's just like, all right, I know I'm like this, and like,
Right.
how
Like,
can
I'm
I
not
make,
making
make
no
my
sense.
relationship the best by like communicating with this other person? Like,
Right.
this is how I feel. This is why I'm like this. How can we compromise? What do you feel?
How do we compromise? Now, we've been doing it.
The main
We've been
advice
doing
I would
I
say.
just still like, dang, this is really happening. I just feel like, I'm like, dang, like, look at you, used to be tough, now you soft. That's how I feel. Like a man that's
I
gone
feel like
soft.
that's every
Are you talking about
girlfriend
yourself?
should
You're talking
deal
about him?
with.
No, I'm talking about me.
Yeah,
He
but also
soft. He
I
loves
think
me.
like
He
why
just
do
loves
we?
me.
Yeah.
So you don't love it? You don't not soften?
I
Well,
love
that's
him
like a
too,
vulnerability.
but I'm just a
Yeah, I
harder
was just
lover.
gonna say like I feel
You
like
should
there's
read Brene Brown's The Power of Vulnerability.
power of vulnerability.
Okay,
Great book.
that
Great
is what
book.
I need. Vulnerable. That's the.
Yeah, it's like I feel like that's something everyone can just learn from because like we all try to, and that's another thing I talked about in the live that I was like, we all need to open up and share more. Like,
You're right.
be vulnerable. Like, let yourself be seen. We all just like could be more connected if we
Right.
actually showed who we were. Because it's like so hard to make connections when like people are showing you shit that it's not really them. It's like what they think
Right.
you want
Especially on
them to
social
be,
media, it's
or
all
like
highlights.
And you can
Yeah.
only control what, like, you can control. Like, you can't. You can control how you react to the situation. You can't make someone control
Right.
the situation differently.
Right, and you can't control how people respond too. That's
Yeah,
what we
so
need to
you just
understand.
kind of
too.
really just focus on what you can control. Like, take away from the situation. Like, ask yourself, like, what can I change differently from this situation to make it?
yeah, everything is always about like.
Or
I mean, you
how am
can't
I
change
being
anyone
triggered?
else's actions.
Yeah.
You can only control what you do.
Okay, so what can we expect out of one of your classes before we get out of here? What can we expect from one of your classes? Like, how can we expect to leave there feeling? What is the experience?
You'll definitely feel more limber.
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 Explain.
I gotta come see y'all.
Yeah. Limber,
The whole
taller,
plugged in podcast,
lighter.
remember?
You'll feel taller.
Like a weight is lifted. Yeah, I've had people tell me they feel
You
taller.
hear this?
What?
Yeah.
I've had people tell me they feel taller.
after yoga.
Why you tell me? Why you tell me? Why you tell
I
me?
was gonna say that.
Why you
I
tell me?
I just wanted to
Wow. I see what we
I
doing.
swear, me and
Like
Zaya.
5'11"?
Yeah, Zaya's fine.
Yo,
Zaya's
Nico,
fine.
you my guy. You said 5'11"? Thank you. That's what I'm
He's
talking about.
fine. I'm
5'11".
just cracking it funny.
Word.
What the fuck did
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
He can be 6
Yo,
foot
I grew.
y'all
I grew
know.
over quarantine.
I'm
I
crying.
grew over quarantine, bro.
But so go on. Taller. What else happens?
Lighter, like just like a weight is lifted, like you can like drop your shit at the door. I feel like and leave not having to pick it back up. Like you
Cool.
know how to like manage it. I feel like
For my classes, I think it's more about like relaxation, so you feel a lot more relaxed and slowed down and calm and
Cool.
in control.
Yeah, I got highlights.
yeah, I
Nah,
do.
you
can't wait.
I'm
We both do
definitely coming.
meditations.
And I'm going to prove that I'm coming.
Yeah.
Because today or tomorrow, I will buy a yoga mat. Because that was my thing why I didn't have before. That was the
I will
fake
buy
hurdle
We're
that I
high.
had.
A plugged in field trip.
Word,
We're high.
plugged in.
Yeah,
You get like
definitely.
that
Outdoor
plugged in on
classes.
purple
Plugged in
black.
field trip.
Word.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
I got 2 yoga
I'm
mats in
hype.
the crib.
I'll totally
Oh,
be
word?
there.
All right, bet.
And we
And
got
we should
literally
go
like
as a team. We should
Word.
go as a team.
Word, so
Are
we
you
We
can
always
buy-
say we're gonna do something as a
Outdoor
team, and we
sessions?
don't.
yeah.
Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah.
These days, so
I
like
would
it.
love to pull up.
Yo, what about like rec park and stuff?
Yeah.
Rec
Rec
park,
park, I would love it.
all, like,
Yeah,
I was
that's
trying
Yo,
to-
literally where we live.
yoga
so-
party.
Sometimes like,
Yeah.
Word.
I was
Yoga
thinking maybe
party.
like
Like, coming
different park
together.
every time
It's a
just to
movie.
do it, like,
Word, I'm with it.
And I love it
Alright.
because it's for everyone. Like, there's different modifications and like.
have to walk and stuff.
Do I have time to ask about like a crystal or two?
Yeah, we don't have anywhere to be. We're here.
Okay. Like, which ones should I get? Like, what? Give me like 3 good ones.
Tell me what do you want?
Okay.
Do your research when it comes
I
to
want-
research.
I
Yeah, I
want
don't know all of them
abundance.
off the top of my head. There's
I
a lot
want
of them.
abundance.
Clear quartz is a good one for that. I would say.
Take that down.
I know, right? Because I'm sitting here
I
like.
can like text
I
them to
know,
you
yeah.
and like you can literally look up.
No,
Yeah,
everyone's
Magic has
gonna
like
go there.
They
meanings.
actually have a book.
They have-
A book?
Yeah.
And they have all the stones open and like you can walk in there. You can like kind of grab what feels good, or you can like read the meanings and be like, oh, this resonates. Like. I
So
want
there's
this
no
one.
advice anyone can give me. I just gotta go feel it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could look it up if you
That's
want.
always the best way to feel.
But I would say feel it. Yeah, trust yourself.
And then
Cool.
research the ones that you felt.
Yeah.
See if they have
Cool.
relevance to.
I want some. I
That's
want
the
some
best part, 'cause
crystals.
you get a
That's what I'm
surprise,
trying
you're
to get
like,
into. That's the only part I haven't gotten to yet was the crystals, and
I have-
also the what's
I
that
always
stuff?
resonate
Burn.
towards the amethyst.
Sage.
Yeah.
I never
Sage?
burned my
I
sage.
just
Sage
bought the
and
sage. I
amethyst.
just bought
Did
some
you
sage.
burn
Yeah.
it?
No, I ain't burning it yet.
I didn't burn mine either.
I have sage and I like Palo Santo
Yeah,
too.
Palo Santo.
I get so nervous because
Wait,
I've read a few
wait,
things about it not
Palo
being like the
Santo.
most
Okay, thank you. I was
eco-friendly.
gonna let it go. I'm
So
like, I don't want to be the only one with all the questions. Go ahead.
No, we
Zay. What
said
is
we
it?
gotta ask the question.
Yeah, go
What's
ahead, Zay.
Palo saying? What's that?
Palo Santo, it's
Palo
a type of wood.
Oh.
I don't know exact. I forget where it's from, but
Yeah.
I get nervous about stuff like that, and like I just want to be like mindful that I'm being friendly to the environment
Yeah.
because it can be sort of destructive sometimes.
Yeah. What is
like,
it? What does it do? Like what is like?
It's
what-
similar to sage. It
Okay.
cleanses the air. It just has a little
Gotcha.
bit of a different scent. It's like
Okay.
just more wood and less like the sage to me kind of smells. I mean, my mom said it smelled like weed, but
Uh-huh. Well, that's
like-
fine with me in my house.
she was like, I thought it smelled weed at the yoga
Sage
space,
reminds
and
me
I
of
was like,
Catholic church.
no.
The Catholic
No.
Church
That's what
does.
it is.
I'm crying. So I love you guys.
Yeah, I
Thank
love
you
This was
so much
fun.
for coming.
Thank you
So
much
can
for
we be
having
friends or
us.
not? You
We're
can curve
friends.
me on camera.
We're friends. This is like I thought
You
we
can
were
curve
friends.
me on camera. It's fine because I'm gonna be annoying. Like I like it. I'm on this new wave in my life where it's like I want to be around like-minded people. So like if I'm thinking meditate and be zen, I need to come be with you who's meditating and being zen.
Yeah.
If I want to talk shit with Zaya,
Damn,
I'm
I got
coming
me-
to talk shit
I
with
feel like
Zaya.
I'm the opposite. Like I'm the devil on the
Yeah.
show.
No.
She's the angel.
Okay, but also like
Talk shit. That's what we do. That's what we do. We here together.
She's the angel on the show. I'm the devil on the show.
Meditation.
Nah, that's not true.
Good. That's
Oh,
how we
yo,
do.
that's
That's
two
not
shots
true.
But
already.
be mindful. Be
That's
mindful
right.
about those times
I'm
too, though,
serious.
because
Right.
like the more
first
you
one.
focus on yourself and your growth, like you don't want to you don't want to talk about people. Like I know
Right.
you're not like saying that, but it's just
Yeah.
like
You think it will change? I'm serious.
I would say, yeah.
I always wonder.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
gonna
I
change.
will
you got
say,
because it just doesn't become a priority.
I will say because of my growth, I am less gossipy as far as this show, and I'm more like this. This is my more. You remember
Yeah,
last
yeah,
season
yeah.
we were doing a lot of just talking
Yeah,
shit.
I'm-
Like I've kind of grown out of that. I don't want to be like Wendy Williams anymore. I want to
Yeah.
be like Angela Rye. Shout out to Angela Rye. Y'all probably don't know Angela Rye. I need to look her up. That's a beautiful black woman.
Yeah.
But wow. Anyway, I love Wendy Williams too. But I'm just saying, you know, with that, I did not want to talk shit anymore. But I still want to talk.
Yeah, so you already grown.
Yeah.
So what you saying?
It's
You
beautiful.
still want to talk shit?
Yeah, a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It's fine. All right, I love you guys. You guys are the best people
Bro,
ever,
it's
and we're
great.
so coming to do yoga. Is there any last thing you want to tell us? Tell us the name of the yoga place again.
The Collective, a space for growth on
The
Clinton Street,
Collective.
161 Clinton, second floor.
The Collective,
Pop
a
out.
space for growth. And
Classes
Check
on
out.
Facebook Live, Sundays 9 to 9:30. Come get your Zen.
plug us in. I wanted to ask, I forget now. Damn it. Fine. All right.
Finish strong.
Oh wait, do you guys have Instagram?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
You can follow us on @The Collective.
At the Collective.
@The
that's it?
Collective Bing.
Dang, yeah.
At the Collective
Collective
Bing.
Bing.
Heard. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
My phones are all dead.
And then
I
Yeah,
haven't been
think
keeping
phones
up
are
with the
dead.
posts, to be honest, on that one, but I'm
It's
getting
fine.
better
I'm
at
gonna
it.
tag you. We're gonna get it going. I love you all. Thanks. Happy first episode back.
Woo! We're happy to be here. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. We are so grateful for you.
Yay.
Power on. You are now plugged in.